Hey fellow social workers, my name is Aneem Awe. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We are planning for 2026. We're planning and we are setting our intentions for a successful 2026. And if you want to have things look different in your practice, whether that means new income streams, whether that means building out more robust programmings, I'm going to be discussing an audit tool that I want you to use in understanding your practice right now in 2025 and making sure that we take the tools from this audit and make the necessary changes for 2026 so that you can be successful. So whether that means expanding your business, expanding your practice into a group practice, whatever that is, we are going to help you today. So get out your pens and notebooks and let's get started. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So the first thing I want you to do, particularly for my social workers and therapists, because this is for all people, I want you to look at your practice, right? I want you to start by rating your practice on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, you did absolutely horrible. You didn't make any money. You were in debt, whatever it is, right? And then 10 being the absolute perfect thing that you can imagine that you vision for yourself. I want you to rate it from 1 to 10 and write that down. Then I want you to think about some of these things. Were your notes on time? Were your caseloads realistic? Do you have the systems, or did you have the systems to support your sanity? Give yourself a score 1 through 10, and I want you to write that down, right? So we're auditing, and the first thing we're going to look at is practice, your private practice, right? For all my clinicians out there. And yes, I have my notes with me. Number 2, I want you to look at professional growth, right? Next, I want you to think about what were some of the CEUs that you've taken. Do you feel like they supported the client base that you were working with? Do you feel like they helped strengthen your confidence as a clinician, right? Think about, did it make sure that you get your CEUs done in time to renew your licenses? These are all very important. And are you preparing for the next level of licensure if you are exploring different options for yourself, particularly for my PsyDs, maybe my APCs, LMSWs, you folks out there, do you have your CEUs together? And most importantly, are your skills where you need them to be right now and for 2026 and beyond? And what I mean by that is, like, if you call yourself a trauma therapist, have you even taken an EMDR training or somatics training, a brain spotting training? Have you been trained in any of those modalities to support trauma patients, or rather trauma clients? Think about that and add that to your list for yourself today. So if you come up and you develop, or you've decided that I haven't been able to take the EMDR training just yet, I want you to add that to the list of things that you need to do in 2026 to get to the level that you need to be. Number 3, let's look at the profit and money. All right, this is a really big topic. Most importantly, did you make what you wanted to make this year? Right? Where were the things in your business that were going really well, that were bringing in money? And what were the things that weren't doing so good? What are the things you're quite frankly just tired of? These things are important to understand for yourself as we're moving into 2026 with more intention and more clarity. So I want you to think about your money ecosystem, and are you diversifying your income? Are you undercharging, right? Are you charging for sessions at maybe $75 when you know the going rate in your area might be $120, right? Did you earn more in 2025 versus 2024? And give yourself a real score on that same scale of 1 to 10. There's no shame here, but we have to get realistic with ourselves and we have to look at the numbers. That is important for us to get better and really meet our goals in 2026. So you don't have to give me your numbers, but make sure you write your numbers yourself. And number 4, or section 4, we're going to look at presence and influence. I want you to think about, how are you showing up, right? Are you the go-to person in your niche? Have you identified a niche? Do you create content? Do you speak? Do you consult? Or do you lead trainings? If so, how are you making sure that you stay booked, right? How are you making sure you gain new opportunities in that space? Visibility matters for these opportunities. So I want you to give yourself, again, a score from 1 to 10 using the same sort of criteria. Did you, 1, you totally bombed it, didn't get anything, but you know this is something that you desire, and 10, you absolutely killed it, right? And so, like, write that down for yourself. And I want you to start to think about, okay, maybe I didn't do great. Maybe I'm giving myself a score of 5. Maybe I didn't do that great, but I know there's potential for me to get better, and I know I need to possibly work on these types of things. And then finally, I want you to add your score up, right? If you get anything below 40, this means you have opportunities to grow. This means that there is an opportunity within one of those criteria, or maybe more, for you to develop to enhance your skill sets as a social worker, as a clinician, as a therapist, wherever you fall on in the spectrum. And I want you to know that there is support out there to help you in 2026 and beyond. So if you found yourself disappointed in your numbers after doing this audit, make sure you reach out to me and be prepared to be ready to work. I only want to work with people that are ready to work. I want to work with people that know and understand they have a skill set, know and understand that they're passionate to make changes, and know they're passionate to turn this thing around, right? And so I want you to look at this as an opportunity for growth for yourself in 2026 and building out that roadmap for yourself. So if you're interested in building out that roadmap for yourself, make sure you drop roadmap in the comments below. If you know that you desire more out of your career and really want to change things in 2026 and perhaps work with me, drop roadmap below. And thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. Make sure you share this auditing tool with somebody that you know that might be a clinician that could benefit from this. And as always, make sure you subscribe if you are not subscribed already. All right, take care.